Metal wings to fly won't take you to the stars. Use the metal for a boat and you won't sail too far. Stop sitting in the dark, stirring metal parts about. You will change your life forever when you figure out the secret PinCode, 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 PinCode. Science can be tricky, it can overheat your brain. Science can be hard to chew, each bite can be a pain. Stop sitting in the dark, stirring metal parts about. You will change your life forever when you figure out the secret PinCode, 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 the secret PinCode, 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 PinCode.
Hey, Wally! Coming at ya!
Get it together, Wally!
Saturn's rings are back where they belong, sir.
Space Janitor Squad does it again.
Well, if somebody hadn't taken the ship without permission and had a demolition derby with a ring system, we wouldn't have had to do all that work.
I did not take the ship without permission. I just fell asleep at the wheel.
That's even worse.
Look at this, my heroic friends! Congratulations! Seems all our hard work helping the galaxy has been getting a little attention. Space Janitor Squad saves the day. Space Janitor Squad mops up. I say yes to the SJS. Finally, real superheroes.
Woohoo! We're honest-to-goodness celebrities!
This is just horrible. Somebody tell me why I look so terrible in all those pictures.
There's nothing horrible about this. It's actually very good. And we have been asked to give an interview this very evening, in prime time. Everyone will love the Space Janitor Squad.
You really think they're gonna love us? Wearing these filthy, stinky uniforms? Wally falls asleep at the wheel, and I get humiliated on TV!
Well, I can fix that. I'll wipe off the space crud. You'll see that Wally can actually get it right sometimes. Now, how do you think you get clothes clean? Oh! Hin! Hin!
Huh? What's up? Is it a space apocalypse? What? Say, could I count you to get back to sleep?
No time for that. Come look. It's awful.
Sweet sauerkraut! Dummkopf sheep, what have you done?
I washed them. How was I supposed to know the super costume colors would run?
Yeah, I warned them about that cheap cotton polyester blend. Corduroy's better.
Huh?
Wally! The TV station called. We're going on the air soon. We need our costumes.
They just need another minute. They're almost dry now. Pin, oh, please help. Otherwise, I'm finished.
All right, I suppose that I could dye them all again. That might just solve your problem, right?
Oh, Pin, I just knew you wouldn't let me down. Have you still got leftover dye for every color costume?
9, but it's all right. I only really need 3 colors. We can make as many colors as we like as long as we start with the big 3 primary colors. Red, yellow, and blue. If we mix yellow and blue, we get green. If we mix red and yellow, we get orange. And if we mix red and blue, we get purple.
But orange and purple giraffes don't exist.
That's right. I exist only as an example in an animated science show. But I take some comfort in the fact that I might teach a child the concept of combining colors.
Hope they at least gave you lunch.
Red plus green, and we get brown. And if we mix brown with blue, we get black.
Oh.
And if we add red with purple, we'll get pink.
Thanks, but I think I'd rather just stay purple.
Yellow plus green, and we get an olive color. Brown plus orange, we get terracotta. Green plus blue, and...
Hey, Pin, thanks a lot. I got it. We just need primary colors. Shall we get to it?
All right, I know it's here somewhere. No, that's not it. No, that's it. No. No, that's it. No. Oh, is it? Think quick. Think quicker.
No.
Think quickest.
Oh.
Okay, that was not quick.
What else can we use to make blue pigment?
There's indigo ferra. It's a plant that can only be found growing in a couple of tropical countries in Asia. That work?
But that's, pretty far from here, right?
Well, not really by universal standards. It's just a couple dozen million kilometers, give or take.
Wally? What's going on in here? 10 minutes till the show! Where are our super uniforms?
Just 5 minutes more. Just need to iron them, that's all.
You better not do anything to ruin the beautiful birth of my television career!
Well, that's that.
Just watch them all together, huh? In the machine? That wasn't smart. You could leave them like that. They look funky-ish, right? Modern. Your laundry skills are horrible, my dear friend, but it's pretty darn funny, isn't it?
Wally, open this door! Where's my super costume?
All right, men. You said you need blue pigment, right? I know how we can make all this right. Up until the 20th century, all pigments were produced from plants and minerals. Getting the pigment you wanted wasn't always easy because plants and minerals only occurred in certain locations. For example, for years, the only source of the bright red pigment for the color carmine, or cinnabar, required insects that lived on cactuses.
That's fascinating and everything, but we're looking for blue pigment here?
Indigo, a famous deep blue pigment, was once produced from the leaves of the rare Asian plant Indigo ferra. Because it was one of the most permanent dyes produced in nature, indigo became very popular. Now, more than 20,000 tons of this pigment is produced every year. The majority of it is used for dyeing blue jeans. Of course, if we still needed indigofera to produce the indigo pigment, we would have to grow these plants all over the world. Fortunately, toward the end of the 19th century, Adolf von Bayer, the German scientist, discovered an artificial substitute for producing indigo pigment.
Then we don't need to make a trip to Asia after all? We can get our hooves on blue pigment made artificially?
Yes, we can!
Wally, open up. I know you're in there. If you have messed up my super uniform, I swear I'll...
Rosa, there's no need to keep bellowing threats. Your super uniform is in perfect shape. I cleaned them up, just like I said.
We are going on air in 5 seconds.
4 seconds. 3, 2...
Wally, maybe you're kind of all right.
Sometimes I surprise myself.
And we're on!
Space Janitor Squad, suit up!
Joining us from their starship is the Space Janitor Squad, and for the very first time, the whole world will see them live on their television. Thanks for being here, Space Janitors. Is there a problem?
Huh? We were so concerned about the costume colors that we didn't even think of the possibility of their shrinking.
You're not exactly catching us at our best.
Wally!
Everything's fine. I can make the costumes unshrink, I'm sure.
Perhaps the members of the Royal Swedish Academy of Sciences enjoyed wearing jeans, because in 1905, they awarded the Nobel Prize in Chemistry to Adolf von Bayer for his research. And for the synthesis of indigo, he was raised to hereditary nobility by the King of Bavaria, enabling him to use the von prefix before his last name.
There is one thing that unites us all. Something we all hate a lot.
The scourge of a healthy diet.
I prefer to call it taste bud torture. We have all tried peaceful resistance, pretending to eat our veggies, then chucking them out an airlock. But they're on to all our tricks. We have to send a message that our bellies are not theirs to control.
It isn't fair at all. We should decide for ourselves what goes in our mouths.
Shh. But if we work together, we can defeat the horrors of our enemy nutrition. We can replace that dumb stuff with the yum stuff. All right, then. First thing, everyone needs to name the food that they think is the grossest. Then we will secretly eat each other's most hated food, and nobody will even realize what's going on. And I'll start. I can't stand drinking milk.
I've always thought carrots were an awful joke by Mother Nature.
Carrots? I've got you covered. Wally?
Lemons, man.
And you'll never have to eat one again. Right, Chico?
Did life literally just hand me lemons?
Congratulations.
Really? Why me?
Look at the draw.
I'll
Hey,
take
make
milk and
lemonade.
you take
You're
lemons.
taking one for the
It's
team.
not fair for you
Don't
to
think of
end
them
up
as
with your
lemons.
favorite
Call
food
them
while I'm
friendship
stuck on the
fruit.
express train to Sour Town.
What are you three up to, sitting in the dark like that? It's not good for your eyes. You're looking through the menu? Are you silly boys hungry? Well, I can fix that.
Food, 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 food.
Like the skeleton chef says, bon appetit.
Cow juice, full of valuable vitamins and love.
Vitamins, huh? What's so valuable about them then?
I am so glad you asked.
A lot of people say you can eat all you want and your body will choose by itself what it needs. Well, that's a great big pile of nonsense. You can't just load up on ice cream and sweets.
Speak for yourself, sister. 'Cause I can.
Well, sure, you could eat only sweets if you were hungry. But proper healthy nutrition is more than just filling up on whatever you want. We must never forget about vitamins. Vitamins are so essential to a healthy life that the word reflects this concept. Vita is the Latin word for life. The truth is, these essential compounds don't naturally occur in every meal. One simple way to determine if a meal is rich in vitamins is to consider if it would have appeared on the table of our ancestors. Things like fresh fruit, vegetables, and berries are naturally occurring foods. Doesn't that look delicious? And they are the healthiest for us.
Yum, yum. Am I right?
Oh, look, someone's eating something that tastes good.
Not on your watch.
I see nothing. Must be a false alarm.
Oh.
I must admit, your plan works just perfectly. Life without lemons is paradise.
You should be thanking Chico. Hey, Chico, come get thanked.
I've got a small confession to make to you guys.
You've been cheating at cheating this whole time?
It isn't my fault. I hate lemons almost as much as I hate carrots. Having to eat all of Wally's lemons was impossible.
Nutritional imbalance detected. Must correct.
Cookbot!
We're so busted. What exactly is the plan here?
Find someplace safe where Chico can choke down all your nasty lemons.
I'll never be able to pull it off ever.
Quiet.
Run!
Yum, yum. Here I come.
I don't feel very well.
Hurry up! Chico, turn! There are stairs ahead!
Yum, yum. Yum, 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 yum.
Well, come on, confess. Well, whose idea was it?
What's the problem? You wanted us to eat healthy, and we did. We all got vitamins. Isn't that what you wanted to begin with?
Different vitamins are in different foods, and your body needs all vitamins. Let's begin with Wally. He stopped eating lemons. Lemons are rich in vitamin C. Vitamin C is an essential nutrient involved in the repair of tissue and the making of certain neurotransmitters. It is found in almost all plant-based foods. When the body experiences a deficit of vitamin C, the skin and vascular walls become thin and fragile. Ancient sailors experienced a lack of vitamin C because they were on ocean voyages for many months without eating any vegetables or fruits. This caused their teeth to fall out, extreme bruising on their bodies, and it would take an unusually long time for even the smallest wounds to heal. In the 15th century, this illness was given the name scurvy. The cure for this illness wasn't discovered until the 18th century. The cure was simple: lemon juice.
Honestly, I haven't been feeling all that dandy of late.
I don't know. I feel fine without vitamins.
Oh, really? Haven't you forgotten something?
So I stumbled. Could that have to do with this vitamin stuff?
Great big duh. You stopped drinking milk, and milk is a source of vitamin D. Vitamin D is naturally produced in the body when it is exposed to sunlight. If there isn't enough sun, vitamin D may be replenished by eating and drinking foods rich in it. Without vitamin D, our bones cannot absorb calcium and become fragile and curved. The disease associated with these symptoms is called rickets. That's why a certain bunny has been so wobbly.
Is there anything wrong with me?
Chico, you stopped eating carrots, which are rich in vitamin A. Vitamin A is essential for eye function. You need vitamin A for your retina to work properly. Orange and yellow fruits contain the most vitamin A. Those colors help you know how to get this essential vitamin. You've just made it worse for yourselves with all this foolishness.
Oh, guess taste bud torture will once again be the law of the land in Tummyville.
Not a chance. I haven't begun to fight. I will never give in to ow, 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 ow.
If you didn't like the taste of milk and lemons, you should have just said,
Yum, yum. Open up. Here the vitamins come.
It isn't easy to negotiate with a vitamin terminator.
Now open wide. Let's get those vitamins inside. You have dropped your lemon. I shall retrieve it.
You know, it might have been wrong to put a walking alarm clock in charge of all our nutrition. But I have some wonderful news. See, scientists have figured out making vitamins using, chemistry and whatnot. And now you can get all of your vitamins in little pills.
Hey, instead of milk, can I take this? Dude, I could swallow 100 of these guys.
That would be a bad idea, my boy. Taking too many vitamins can be just as bad as not getting enough. One vitamin pill is all that you need every day.
Is that milk? I thought you didn't like it.
It's strange. When they stopped forcing me to drink the stuff, hating drinking it just wasn't fun anymore. And is that a carrot there? Or were you just happy to see me?
It turns out that I actually don't dislike them as much as I thought.
Oh, that's disgusting!
Vitamins play a vital role in our health, and the discoveries of scientists that brought about a new way to take in these vitamins helped to change the way we take care of our health for the better. The German chemist Adolf Windaus was awarded the Nobel Prize in 1928 for his research in vitamins and in vitamin D particularly. For his research of vitamin A in 1937, the Nobel Prize in Chemistry was awarded to Swiss chemist Paul Carrer. In the same year, the Nobel Prize in Medicine was awarded to Hungarian chemist Albert Szent-Györgyi for his discoveries of the structure of vitamin C. I'll bet that these gentlemen didn't always eat what was best for them when they were kids, any more than Crash, Chico, and Wally.
Taco's birthday, full of mirthday. Our friend is so smart and kind. Eat some food, cakes and chips. Smartest moves on our
What a
whole
wonderful
ship.
surprise! Just for me, a customized song! I love it! It's not only clever, it's thrifty as well!
Come on. I know the song's awesome, but you can't possibly think that's the only thing we got you for your birthday.
You recall how your encyclopedia's missing a few pages?
On D, right near the end, when I couldn't find dubstep.
Oh, yeah. So weird they're gone. Don't know where they could have gone to.
Daco, encyclopedias are a wonderful resource. And that's why they should have every last page. Therefore, we got you a new encyclopedia.
Here! I hope the story's interesting. I've never read it.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Now that he has the one with all the pages, I can learn what dubstep is, I think.
Well, let's find it.
But not so fast. Maybe we could start from the beginning, or with ease, or...
We have Damon and Darwin and Daco?
Holy 70s haircut, Daco. Why is your picture in here? Are you secretly famous?
So humble. You never told us.
I'm sure it's not me. You know my name is quite common.
Come on, Daco, that's you for sure. Let's see what it says. Daco Moose was expelled from the Elk Institute of Scientific Research for his complete failure of a scientific study. His suggestions were so ludicrous that he was immediately kicked off of all research projects, as well as barred from participating in the Cowbell Prize Committee. Oh, dear. Oh, he's also a verb. It means to, do something extremely dumb.
Oh. Yes, I'm the dishonored Daco. I'll explain. That's why you couldn't find the original page. It all started years ago at the Academy. It was the year's biggest meeting of important scholars and scientists. I wanted to leave my hoof mark in the history books. I had been working for weeks on what I thought was an exciting hypothesis, and I couldn't wait to share it with everyone. Ahem, ladies and gentle-elk, I'd like to speak today on the subject of reactive gases' properties and what we now know. Not so fast, it's not gross. I mean the good gases like oxygen. Oh. But they aren't all good, of course. Some can be downright dangerous, like some types of chloride can be. Hydrogen sulfide is a different matter. Ammonia, not poisonous, just smelly. Ugh, gross. But wait, I haven't even gotten to the really bad ones.
We get it. Can you get to your point? I'm pretty sure we all know how gases work.
Right. Moving on. The reason I'm here today is to talk about my discovery. I've discovered some gases that have no reaction at all. None whatsoever. I know it's strange, but they really do exist. These gases have no smell or color, so it was hard to find out they existed, and their atoms don't connect with other atoms in any way. They act as if they're high class, which is why I've decided to call them noble gases.
What a stupid name that is for a stupid substance. More like boring gas.
Boring is a matter of opinion, I think. But these are amazing! And I've discovered a total of 6 noble gases so far. They are helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, and radon. You might be wondering, why don't these gases have any reactions? It's because of the actions of their atoms, and specifically their electrons. Electrons orbit a nucleus. If other atoms come along, they can form a molecule with the first atom. Then they share electrons. The electrons start sharing their orbits, and thus the connection is made. A regular gas has space between its electrons, meaning it's free game for another atom to come and react. But a noble gas doesn't have any extra room. As a result, they make terrible roommates, and no one else can ever make a connection with them. No reactions can happen. This type of gas, these noble gases, are extremely rare in our own atmosphere. When I was searching for them, in fact, I found that they make up less than 1% of our own atmosphere on Earth.
So tell me, young scientist, if these gases are so noble and don't react to anything, do they even have a purpose? Any practical use here? Why should any of us care about them?
Well, I really didn't think they needed one. I just thought, they were a cool discovery.
Pointless! Nobly pointless! Ha! It's just like this nobly pointless speech!
If we do research, maybe we could find, a point for the noble gas. I had always wanted to be a famous scientist, but not a laughingstock. And as you can see, I got my encyclopedia page, but it's my biggest shame.
Oh. So you still don't know how they can be used? These noble gases? Surely you found some use.
The most common noble gas is helium, and everyone knows how that's used for birthdays, balloons, and such. My hypothesis was called the most useless discovery of all time, and I was shamed ever since. I'm a failure.
You're the farthest thing from a failure I know. Sure, you pull a Daco here and there. We know how brilliant you are.
He's right, Daco. What do they know anyway?
Thanks, you guys.
And they sound like a bunch of boring old mooses. 'Cause who doesn't like balloons?
Yeah, balloons are my favorite.
Listen, that's just a bunch of hooey in that article. Here's what I'll do. I'll make that encyclopedia uncyclopedia'd. I'll show you a thing or two. I'll tear you apart. Science meanies.
Of the bad birthdays I've had, this is probably second.
I'd hate to hear first. Here's the thing. We sustained some serious damage to the engine. Also, comm system fried. And that means that we can't even call for help. We're finished.
At least it's quiet on, what planet are we on?
On Mars. I can tell from its moons, Phobos and Deimos.
And that way is Earth. We could even see it if we had a big enough telescope.
You know where they have telescopes? On Earth, where they can see us. Hey, people of Earth, check this out! There's a rabbit on Mars! You better come save him! I bet there's a big cowbell prize in store for whoever discovers these dummies on Mars!
They couldn't see us. No matter how much we try, they just don't have the technology to see this far.
But what if we made a big bonfire or something like that instead?
A fire needs oxygen to burn, and Mars has none. It wouldn't burn.
Then how about a big light bulb? An enormous, shiny light bulb!
Of course. We can stop by the giant hardware store on Mars. I heard they're having a sale on giant light bulbs.
Perfect.
There is a chance we could make a sort of gas lamp. Could be simple. No air needed. Here's how those work. A glass tube is filled with a regular old gas like nitrogen or carbon dioxide. Then we can put a current through it. Electrons inside start to go crazy flying through the gas, and they start running into some of the other atoms. This makes the gas glow.
You've got it! That type of light bulb would be much easier to put together, and it would probably consume a lot less energy.
What are we waiting for?
Problem is, this bulb would be fragile and break way too easily. Gases of that variety are quite unstable. If they produce the wrong kind of compound, the lamp would soon be destroyed.
Fine. We just need a gas that is the opposite of volatile and doesn't react at all.
Sounds like an emotionally well-adjusted gas.
Or a sleepy one.
You know, guys, I think I've heard of that gas. Discovered by someone smart.
Oh, yeah! I do remember hearing something about that stuff. And I think it was a really good scientist.
I'm so confused.
You all might be onto something here. We might have a use for the noble gases. Phenomenal! Each gas burns a different color. Simply amazing!
This is a brilliant use of gases in a new application. Not even hot, And I bet it burns even longer than an incandescent bulb because the gases inside aren't reactive to anything.
And this saves us a trip to the giant bulb store, so we should put it outside now.
Or we could use it to write words, like send out chips.
That's a good plan, but I have an even better idea.
Oh my! We have a possible situation. You should come see this. There's something truly bizarre happening on the surface of Mars. It's unbelievable.
Remarkable stuff.
Inconceivable.
Oh, phenomenal!
What's that? Holy carrots! They found us!
It looks like this is a new page in the encyclopedia that now deserves to be written.
Daco may have brought noble gases to Mars, but on our planet, their discovery goes way back. It's credited to two noble scientists themselves. Lord Rayleigh and Sir William Ramsay won the Nobel Prize in 1904 in chemistry. Thanks, noble dudes. Get back to your lounging.
Maybe hide and seek?
We've played it 1,000,000 times. There's nowhere new left to hide on this ship.
Watching cartoons? That could be fun.
We've seen every cartoon in the ship's data banks a bunch of times already.
Checkers, then?
I'm really tired of checkers.
Well, there is one game, but you might find it too extreme.
Is that right?
I probably shouldn't have mentioned it at all. Forget it.
Tell me, come on, what is this extreme game?
A staring contest.
You mean too extreme for you, because I'm the staring master.
Care to prove it?
Love to. Prepare to be outstared.
Ready?
Get set, stare!
Your eyelids are getting heavier. You want to shut them and have a nice snooze.
Not falling for it. That is like the oldest trick in the book.
All right, how about this?
That's kid stuff.
It's always a pleasure to find a worthy opponent, and an even bigger pleasure to wipe the floor with them.
How are you gonna wipe the floor with me when I've already practically got you beat, Bunny?
We'll see about that.
There you are. Hurry, put on your space suits. We just landed on a wonderful planet.
Goodness, this certainly is an amazingly unique planet.
Just look at what's over there. Awesome.
Sweet sauerkraut. Would you just look at that? Wow, can that be real?
Yes, it can, my dear flightless feathered friend. 100% quite undeniably real.
Why'd this amazing stuff wait to come along when we couldn't take a look?
Oh, you want to look at it? Go on.
On second thought, I'm over impossibly wondrous other worlds.
Observe, my dear friends, just drink it in. Glorious natural phenomena such as these happen but once in 1,000 years. You will never have the chance to see this again.
Just look how the light sparkles, glows, and dances when it shines through these crystals.
It's just
It's
so
just
beautiful.
incredible.
Tell me, are these light beings dangerous for us at all?
They're harmless if you're as far away from them as us, so this light is perfectly safe.
What do you mean, this light? Does that mean there are other kinds of light that are dangerous?
There is, actually, but normal light is emitted by atoms and is harmless to us. Atoms emit light when they receive energy from being heated or from colliding with other atoms. When this happens, the atom's electrons receive energy and jump to a higher orbit, farther away from the atom's nucleus. But the electron cannot sustain a higher orbit indefinitely, so when it falls back to its original orbit, it releases the energy in a pulse of light called a photon. Now, normally an atom's electrons exchange orbits at different times and to different degrees, and because of this, the electrons release photons in all different directions. This is called spontaneous emission and causes radiation that is less harmful. A single photon is too weak to cause any damage, so even though there are lots of photons being emitted, because they're spread out, they're practically harmless.
What if we made a beam by gathering photons?
Excellent question. During a war in ancient Greece, the great scientist Archimedes gave mirrors to the warriors and ordered them to focus sunlight on enemy ships. The beams of sunlight are said to have set the ships ablaze.
Light, huh? Sounds like a great way to make this game more interesting. You probably won't burst into flames.
Crash, that's not fair.
I didn't make the sun shine.
Fine, then.
Everyone, our spacesuits are going to run out of power very soon. We need to skedaddle back towards the spaceship, all right?
It sure isn't easy to leave something this beautiful.
Be careful there, my young friends.
Hear that? We need to be careful.
We are definitely going to fall.
Do you forfeit then?
Not a chance.
Hang on, I'll save you, or not. Phew, that was not exactly a soft landing. Are you two all right?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Never been better.
Phenomenal! It's even more beautiful down here than on the surface. It's absolutely true, friends. Without exaggeration, this planet's the loveliest thing I've ever seen.
Holy carrots! Don't let him distract you.
But I'm not detecting any exits. It seems rather doubtful we can get out of here without any help. Mayday! Mayday! We're trapped down here. Do you copy? Hello, someone? Can anybody hear me? We need help! Anybody! We have a problem. Our signal can't get through all the crystal.
We'll have to smash through the crystals then, right? Chico, look around and find a way to do that.
Smashing stuff's your thing. You look.
I don't need to look at anything. All we need to use is the method of... What was that name? Archimedes! We'll burn through them with sunshine.
Oh, good thinking, but Archimedes' method won't help us here, unfortunately. There just isn't enough light. Plus, we happen to be dealing with stone instead of wood. Can you imagine how much power a beam would have to break through these walls?
But isn't there a way to make the beam stronger?
Make it stronger? Well, of course there is! I can't believe I didn't think of it before, silly moose! While atoms eject photons in different directions, during spontaneous emission, radiation is weak. But if photons of the same color are made to fly all in a single direction, the radiation is greater. So all we have to do is cause the same colored electrons to jump simultaneously to the same orbit.
Well, then all we need to do is tame these wild protons. Giddy up!
Luckily, we don't need to tame anybody. Scientists have discovered that the electrons of certain crystal atoms will remain on a single higher orbit for longer periods of time before dropping back to their lower orbits.
But photons are still flying in different directions.
To make the photons coalesce, we have to direct a beam of light on the crystal. This beam of light has to match the color that is radiated by the electrons in it. The photons from this beam will draw photons from the crystal along with them, and the combination will create a powerful beam of light. We have created a laser beam, or light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. And when we have radiants that work in accordance with these principles, they're known as lasers.
Sweet, right? If we had a big laser gun, we could pew-pew our way out of here.
But where could we find a laser gun?
We have everything we need to make one right here with us. Now I've transferred some of the power from my spacesuit directly into the crystal. Now we project some light into it, which will result in induced radiation. Better close your eyes. It's about to get quite bright in here.
Shall we close our eyes?
You first.
Ready?
Just stop this nonsense. This is serious here.
Go ahead and shut your eyes first.
Get set.
You think you're so clever.
I don't know what you mean.
Well, here goes nothing. Fire!
And then... a few more days of my eye drops, and your peepers will be just fine.
Which one of us won the stare-off?
Not sure. We have to find a way to settle this.
Got something in mind?
Funky dance-off?
You're on.
My dear injured young friends, to try and make your recovery process a bit more interesting, Pin's built you a delightful, robotic little buddy.
Yeah. It's state-of-the-art and it's voice command activated. He can perform pretty much any task you give him. Robot, forward. Baby step. Robot, stop. Turn. Dance like no one's watching. Stop.
He's remarkably fun to play with. You can even program him with new abilities and commands. I hope this will help with your boredom problem.
May I give him a try? Robot, start jumping. Ah! Hey, Robot, rub my trotters. Ooh!
Robot fights, baby! While lasers have been weaponized, they actually have a number of excellent everyday applications. Doctors can use lasers in place of scalpels for surgery. Lasers scan barcodes when we shop. They entertain us in laser shows, and they are even used for measuring long distances in astronomy. Lasers have improved life in so many ways, their discovery had to be honored with the Nobel Prize. In 1964, two Russian scientists, Nikolai Basov and Alexander Prokhorov, and American scientist Charles Towns received the Nobel Prize in Physics for research that led to the construction of the laser.
Oh, good day, my captive audience. This is the first of my video logs that I start today. I'll use these to remember a lot, since I always forget to write things down in a notebook. The purpose of these is to document all the adventures we've had over the past couple of months. All the dangers we experienced in a rickety old spaceship.
Old? Excuse you. I'm barely 10.
Huh? Oh, it's you. How did you even track me down? I'm so glad you could join me and help me make these videos.
Thought you could just leave me in the garage, huh? Well, maybe that's how you treat your old refrigerators. But I'm a prime piece of intergalactic machinery and expect to be treated as such.
That's what I get for installing SAS.
I'm sure it's just your small, primitive avian mind that left me all alone and that you simply forgot. Let's just go with that. Lucky for you, I'm here to help remember your adventures. I was there too, after all.
Oh, fine. Adventures began for us just before we went into outer space. We learned about environmental science right inside our own village.
It started, as so many things do, with Crash making terrible decisions that harmed the environment. Hold it! Well. Out for a drive, huh?
Sort of.
Ugh. Do you know how much fuel you're using?
Probably a lot.
Let's see.
Oh, man. Guess it is a lot.
Yes, that's right, Crash. It is a lot of exhaust. Don't you realize that this car is dangerous to the environment? It seems you need to learn about emissions. Crash was a one-man natural disaster, a long-eared hurricane.
Why was the rabbit so attached to such an old machine anyway? I would have dismantled it and never told him.
Well, we came up with something even better. We took his rickety gas-guzzling old car and gave it an eco-friendly electric engine.
Hey, Pin, is it ready?
Hang on. Almost done. Start her up, Crash.
Hey, Chico, want to ride? It's no hot rod, but maybe I'll get used to it.
Amazing! If we were able to change Crash's mind, think of what else we could do.
That's all you remember?
Because that's the important part. He could still get his speed on with no damage to nature.
Aw, but you left out the most exciting part.
Stop! Crash! Huh? You're gonna, well, you know, crash! Oh no! Oh! Can we go back for my car?
If I hadn't been there, this story would have been a tragedy instead of a comedy. So you know, you're welcome.
You're right, you sure saved the day. Now we have more stories to tell, if you'd be so kind.
I am, actually.
Look at that! The fertilizer worked!
Holy carrots! This thing's a world record!
Barry brought gardening to new heights. Literally. His pumpkin was a feat of wonder. But we weren't the only ones admiring it. Barry's land had some sneaky pests waiting to strike. And they were hungry. Crash did everything to fight them off, but they just kept coming. Oh, they were persistent.
But then the beautiful and brilliant spaceship saved the day by swooping in and carrying that old pumpkin out of reach. Once again, you're welcome.
What? That's not how it went at all. I think my avian brain remembers it better. We used science to make the pumpkin invisible. Rosa had the idea, but I put it to use. You see, I can make these videos alone.
It's your opinion that you solved it differently. I just stated alternative facts.
Yeah? And I should give you an alternative hard drive.
Come on. My version has more zing. Like a Hollywood movie.
I'll just move on to the next adventure we had.
No, please, go on.
I am on the verge of an amazing discovery in the subject of genetics.
Doco made some amazing breakthroughs in the study of DNA and made a rapidly growing carrot.
Come and look at it. Possibly the greatest achievement in the entire history of genetics. You might say that I put the gene in genius. Or the genius in gene.
Or not.
Huh? Oh? But where is it? My greatest discovery! And it's gone!
Well, well. Never leave your expanding food items alone and unattended, especially when your friends really love their veggies. The carrot was gone. A mysterious theft. Well, they always said veggies make you grow big and strong.
You don't see that every day.
Well, spread my fertilizer. Where on earth is, well, everything? Hello.
Get out of my way! Let go of the wheel!
We need to fly higher!
We
Just
need to
give
turn
me the
right.
wheel!
Right?
Up!
Right?
Up!
What in the turnip is this?
Oh! Oh! Oh!
The situation seemed hopeless. Our tiny cries couldn't be picked up by Barry's big ears, and we would have been in trouble if not for
the brilliant, hardworking, and of course, humble spaceship.
Whoa! Why, you come here! Oh. Oh. Get over here! That's wrong! It never went like that! We would never bring Barry down by force! Crash and Chico climbed right up to his big ears and made him hear us. Barry finally calmed down, and then we explained the situation. Then all was just fine.
Whatever. My version has more drama. I would know. I studied Chekhov.
And when did you have time for that? Or was this just alternative Chekhov? I think you're becoming quite the attention hog.
Actually, I found Chekhov next to that file you just downloaded. The audiobook called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective Penguins.
All right, done! That's enough. I'll go do the rest of this alone. Got it?
Come on, Pin.
Go home.
Please, just let me explain myself. I'm really sorry. I just wanted to be a part of your adventures like all your other friends. I thought how much fun it would be if I were the main character in one of your stories, even just once. I'm normally stuck in the background, biding my time, a useless set piece.
No, you're not useless. No way.
Really?
Of course, Ship. None of that would have been possible at all without you.
You're just saying that.
No, wait. I have an even better idea. A brand new story. One where you're the hero and I'm the fool who gets saved.
I like it. Apology accepted. Hey,
Ship! You can come save me now, okay? Ship? Earth to Ship! I said you can come save me! Well, maybe I should have thought this through more. Hello? Anyone? Spaceship!
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to episode 2 of our video logs. Unfortunately, Pin couldn't make it today. I think he's busy reading self-help books. Luckily, I'm here to set the record straight on all my heroic deeds and brave adventures. I'm far more entertaining, so you're welcome in advance.